by one expat. In yesterday's fiery encounter at Ahmedabad's Narendra Modi Stadium, the Gujarat Titans clinched a resounding victory over Chennai's Super Kings by a margin of 35 runs, electing to bowl. After winning the toss, Chennai found themselves chasing a formidable target as Gujarat amassed a commanding 231 runs for the loss of 3 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. The match witnessed history as Gujarat's captain Shubman Gill blazed away to a remarkable century, becoming the first player to notch up 100 in the season of the IPL. Joining him in the century club was Sai Sudarshan, who also notched his maiden IPL century, forming a formidable opening partnership that amassed 210 runs, a record of sorts. Despite spirited efforts from Daryl Mitchell, Moeen Ali and MS Dhoni, Shivam Dube, Chennai fell short, managing only 196 runs of the loss of 8 wickets, with Tushar Deshpande and Gujarat bowlers asserting their dominance. Today's spotlight shifts to the clash between the Kolkata Knight Riders and the Mumbai Indians at the former's home ground, with Kolkata riding on their stellar form, having won 8 of their 11 matches and perched comfortably at the top of the points table. They enter the fixture as clear favourites. In the contrast, Mumbai Indians have struggled to find their rhythm this season, languishing at the bottom of the table with 9th position, just 4 runs away from the 11 matches, effectively ruining them out of the playoff contention. As Kolkata aims to consolidate its position at the summit, Mumbai seeks redemption in what promises to be an engaging showdown between the two contrasting sides. Well, we have 3 of the exciting guests joining me. CM Gautam, former IPL player for Mumbai Indians as well. He joins me. Sanjay Rawal, ECB English Cricket Board Development Manager. And we have Tatinda. We're also joined by a special guest later in the day in the program. I'll start off with you, Tatinda. Tatinda, just tell us why this match becomes inconsequential, at the same time important for Mumbai.
Okay, so it's inconsequential as the fact, as you've pointed out, they are out of the playoffs. There's not much for them to play for in that sense. However, what there is to play for is a sense of pride. I know in yesterday's show, when we sort of talked about Gujarat and can they win, I said I didn't see that fire. I saw that fire in them. I think that sense of pride finally came out. And with Mumbai against Sunrisers, we finally saw a bit of fight, a bit of bite now, because they understand finishing last with a squad as talented as they are, it would be a very bad sign. And that's why we're calling it, or I'm calling it, the race for 9th place, because now they're in a position where they're fighting with Punjab, who are in 10th place. They're lost with a net run rate of minus 0.4. Meanwhile, Mumbai themselves, they are in 9th place, same amount of points as Punjab, with a net run rate of minus 0.2. And then just above them, you have Gujarat and RCB, who have 2 points more. So that is what they perhaps have to play for. They understand that their fans are expecting a show, and they have to give it to them.
Absolutely, they're expecting a show. Well, let's look at some stats. This is a program about stats, facts, figures, and the contextual scores. Well, looking at the batting in power play, both teams' comparison, Mumbai has scored 621 runs, whereas Kolkata has scored 682 runs in the power play. Gautam, let's understand. I mean, is it the power play which is a problem, or losing too many wickets at the end is a problem? With Mumbai Indians, of course.
I think they have been losing wickets consistently in the power play. When you lose the 2-3 wickets in the power play, you're obviously catching up in the game. You're not able to set up a target. You're always back of your mind saying, we'll delay the slog, it comes. After 10 overs, usually when you have wickets in hand, the teams start the slog from 12 overs. If you lose wickets from 15 overs, the more number of wickets, the more number of overs you got to delay the slog. So, having said that, it's always very important to have wickets in hand. Otherwise, the power play you have to get about 80 runs. 80 for 3 is fine. 40 for 3 is not fine. So there's a huge difference. So it's all about how you set up a game and how you finish the game. So I would say power play is very, very important.
Very important, Gautam. At the same time, is there a problem with Rohit Sharma's performance in the last 5 innings? Remember, he comes into the bat 6 matches ago after a century under his belt. But last 5 scores, if you look at it, it was 4 runs for SRH versus SRH, 11, 4, 8, 6. Does that compound to the problem, or that is the problem? Because Rohit is supposed to be the big gun.
Obviously, he's all over the place, like he's not playing his game. Very, very evident. As a senior pro and as a former captain, you take a responsibility and play at least 10
Absolutely.
overs to set up the game, And probably he's looking to play too many shots in the power play, which is not his game. He's changing his game. He's looking to hit each and every ball. If you look at Rohit's game, he's a good timer of the ball. He's not a slogger, to be honest.
Yes.
So here he's trying to prove a point or something. I don't know what he's trying to do, or up the run rate, or improve strike rate. I really don't know what he's trying to do.
Well,
so at the moment, it's all over the place. Yeah.
We've got someone in the room who actually knows it. I welcome Mr. Rajkumar Sharma. Mr. Sharma, Rohit Sharma, is this the worst of Rohit Sharma we've seen in this IPL? His body isn't there, his timing isn't there, and as his former teammate said, that this is not the Rohit Sharma fans and the players know. Your views?
You're right, Sunil. We all know that how capable Rohit Sharma is, and what a talent and what a player he is. But unfortunately, he's not doing so well. What is supposed to be, what everybody is used to seeing out of him. And that is what nobody is liking it. All the fans are worried that how he's going to perform in the World Cup. And I think it is a big issue. And I think, as somebody has said, that he needs some rest also, maybe some fatigue factor. And because it's a very World Cup is coming up, and it is very, very serious point that he's not in the form.
Absolutely, sir. He's not in the form. The bat isn't working. Certainly, the franchises are not going his side. Also, yesterday, we saw a leaked video from the Kolkata Knight Riders handle that was tweeted, where he spoke about his displeasure about the way things happened. And fans kind of took it. It was a viral video. Do you think today's player have to be even more get worried? I mean, how do they insulate themselves from the leaks and the videos and the social media wars?
I think, most of the players, they hardly see any social media, and they are not concerned much, because social media is so active these days that they leave nobody, And if one gets into watching all these comments and every post, you see, you will get disturbed. So it is better not to look at them and just try to avoid, be positive, because if you watch all these social media things, they are stars. People don't leave a normal person. So it is important for people like Rohit and all big players that they should avoid looking at this social media things, and they should just concentrate and relax, and they should play their cricket. That's it.
So we can't let you go. Are you happy with the way Virat's orange cap journey has been going on? The way he's been the absolute leader of the pack, despite the way his team has been playing, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma?
Yes, I'm very happy the way he's playing, and I don't know why it becomes a news if Virat doesn't score in a match, or if his strike rate is 125. I don't know who those people are and why they want to create such a news out of it. And now nobody will speak in favor of him, saying that he's playing well. Now they're just keeping quiet and waiting for something to happen, and then they will speak. I don't know what sort of mindset they have got. They are so negative people. They must respect that he's an Indian player, an Indian star who has won the maximum number of matches for the country. And still they wait. If he commits any mistake or if he do anything, they just want to get in and speak something so that their name is known in the society and circle. This is what I have said previously also, but I have to repeat it again, Sunil, because such things are happening again and again, and people don't realize that he's your own Indian player.
Absolutely.
And who has got so much of fan following.
Gautam, how does a player insulate? You've seen the work ethics of Virat Kohli. You've seen him, I mean, across the team as well. I mean, what makes Virat so special? 600 runs and he's still there. Although the match has got nothing to do with RCB. The match has got nothing to do with Virat's exploits. But we're taking a step back because we have his coach here. We want to know what goes inside the mind of a player to come on and perform the way he does, absolutely like a Robocop.
I mean, Virat is a very special player. I think you shouldn't be talking about his strike rate or runs, You only get surprised when he doesn't get runs. When he gets runs, like, it's a normal thing for him. And his work ethics is like, you can't even imagine, on par with Cristiano Ronaldo, I would say. Like, he's the greatest cricketer according to me. The greatest match winner India has ever produced. So whenever he's not doing well, people go into his thing saying he's not getting 100. When he gets 100, they say his strike rate is low. And when he gets the orange cap, he's saying he's a selfish player. Like, I don't know from which part of the country and who these people are talking about him. Like, it's very, very shocking. And we are extremely lucky that in our era, we have witnessing this kind of a player, So you can't question his strike rate or think he's a player who is doing his job.
Yes.
There are other players who are not getting runs. They're not able to get 20 runs. People are not talking about them. This man is getting hundreds after hundreds, 50s after 50s, carrying RCB on his shoulders and walking here. So you can't be talking about Virat in this regard. His work ethic is next level. I played with him, been with him, shared dressing room with him in RCB.
Good point.
He's exceptional. He's very, very special. He's very special.
Very good point, Gautam. Very good point. I'd like to get Sanjay Rawal from the English Cricket Board. I mean, we're talking about two of the greatest players, exponent of the T20 cricket, not only in India, but all time in the world. I mean, how do you wrap them against the criticism? We're talking about Rohit Sharma and we're talking about Virat Kohli. Rohit plays, of course, today. Virat played a couple of days ago. But how do you insulate them so that things don't leak out? I mean, there was an unfortunate incident where Kolkata, the handle of Kolkata actually leaked the video of a private conversation between Abhishek Nair and Rohit Sharma. Later on, that video had to be deleted and putting into social media frenzy. How do you insulate the players? I just thought I'll ask you, Sanjay.
Well, I mean, I'm going by these two experts who's already said about the negativity of people constantly on his back. I think what he has done in past for the country, I mean, people should be proud of him. He's carried the country on his shoulder as well as RCB since 2008. I mean, tell me, where has he failed? Sometime, when he was going through a patch, people were talking about he's doing this, he's not doing that. I mean, come on, it's a God gift. People should be proud of where this negativity comes from. Nobody knows, and what Virat is doing now is just not following anything, doesn't listen. And, whoever says some things to him he always convert those into milestones. So I think, hypocritic people they never happy. I mean, they want him to score hundreds after 100 every match. Come on, he's human as well. But what he has done for the country, I think he should be proud of it. It's just people not really up to it. They should be proud of it. It's got a big fan following. And there isn't anything else I can say. I mean, everything is the same.
Sanjay, point well made. Sanjay, point well made here. We'll shift our focus to today's match. We just sidestep, of course, talking about a controversy which emerged yesterday, but we'll take a step back, focus ourselves into the match in today's thing. Tatinda, what do we have in today's matchup between Sunil Narayan, Phil Salt, Shreyas Iyer versus Suryakumar Yadav, Rohit Sharma and Tilak Verma? Go on, talk about the batting power.
All right. Well, obviously, we've waxed poetically about the batting prowess of KKR over the last weeks. In particular, their openers, Sunil Narine and, of course, Phil Salt. Obviously, if you're Mumbai, the match will be won and lost there, I think. In terms of how can you perhaps do something to perhaps limit that. Now, obviously, Jasprit Bumrah, he's the main man who perhaps can be looked at in terms of trying to limit some of that damage. Interestingly enough, the statistics that are going around with Sunil Narine, in the first 3 overs of the power play, he has a relatively low strike rate, around 120. Once he gets past that now, it skyrockets to just hovering around just below 200 or just above 200. So I think that might be the key. Can they bring Bruma in strategically enough to perhaps quell that in? But even still, don't forget, you also have Phil Salt on the other end who can do just as much damage. And I think that will perhaps be the main thing, that if Mumbai is going to try to perhaps win this match for pride, you're going to have to stop that. And then, of course, you spoke already about the struggles with Rohit Sharma. Can their top order also come together, him as well as Ishan Kishan, because they desperately need runs from those two?
Well, you're talking about Chitinder, you're talking about how Mumbai is lost in the battle of batting. But let's look at the bowling stats as well. Kolkata bowlers took 21 wickets in the power play, the highest in the power play, whereas Mumbai bowlers took 18 wickets in the power play. Kolkata bowlers took 25 wickets in the death overs, and Mumbai took 28 wickets in the death overs, which goes on to say that, sir, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, is this the new Mumbai team which is more active in bowling at the end because they've taken more number of wickets as compared to the top teams because of Jasprit Bumrah and Coetzee? So do you think the balance is more on these two bowlers because the batting isn't firing? Mr. Rajkumar Sharma.
And definitely, the bowlers are coming to the party there, and they have got the best of the bowler in the world, in Jasprit Bumrah, and Coetzee is also contributing very well. But I would like to see Bumrah bowling more in power play also. I mean, when you have got a bowler who can take wickets early in the innings, that is the best way to contain the other side. And most of the time, I have seen him bowling just 1 over in the power play. So I think if he is given at least 2 overs, he can get you 1 or 2 wickets early in the innings. That is more useful. But he's a class bowler, and he shows his class in death overs as well. So I think they are contributing a lot, and Mumbai, I think they are almost out of the contention, but still they will play for their pride today.
Sir, I mean, you've watched it, Mumbai and Delhi, Ranji Trophy matches and the first class matches, last 3 decades, 4 decades. Do you think this is the weakest word that Mumbai team had to go through, that they're playing for the pride and they're playing for the 9th division? Does the memory recall that Mumbai ever going and playing for not finishing at the bottom of the table? I mean, I don't remember any time these 2 words were ever used. Mr. Rajkumar Sharma.
Yeah, in domestic cricket, you hardly listen to such things that Mumbai is, on a relegation, or it's not, qualifying for the quarterfinals or semifinals. But this is a franchise team, so you must realize this is not Mumbai. The name is Mumbai, but it is not Mumbai official team. It is not Mumbai Cricket Association team. So we have to give it to the franchisee that yes, something has not gone well with the franchisee this time. But otherwise, Mumbai has always performed well. But I just want to know what was the leak of the video, because I haven't heard of it and I have not seen it. Sunil, so I just want to know what
actually, the clip was very clear. This was a private conversation between Abhishek Nair, who's Rohit Sharma's old-time buddy and good friend, and they were just speculating about the future, the course of it, and somehow it's been trending on social. The funny part was, and this is where the problem began, it was tweeted from the handle of Kolkata Knight Riders, for which Abhishek Nair is the assistant coach, along with James Foster. So somebody, some eager, overzealous social media person picked up that clip, posted from their official handle account, and it just went into frenzy, where perhaps as the fans feel that Rohit Sharma was discussing about his future and how unhappy he is about today's world and how he built Mumbai Indians from the scratch with his own hands over a period of time, and suddenly things are not too happy. So it took off in a wild media frenzy. Gautam, how do you control yourself? How do you manage to look at yourself when you are in the dugout? I mean, every single move, every breath you take, every move you make, every song you make, I mean,
they'll be watching you.
They'll be watching you. I mean, how do you kind of, stay away from the unwanted, these things happening?
Yeah, I think when you lose, all these things come up, like when you win, all these things won't come up. So when you lose, all the negative attention and the negative publicity, and people talk about it in badly. See, end of the day, it's like a corporate run team, it's not like a cricket association who is running the team.
Correct.
So they treat you like a corporate employee.
Do you
whether like
condemn?
it or not.
Do you condemn an act like this where two very senior good friends, one an assistant coach and one and a greatest icon, having a private conversation is put up in the social media without the permission?
Yeah, that's not right actually what they've done, coming from the official angle. They must be discussing something else, Sometimes people blow out of proportion. So coming from Twitter handle of KKR, that is not right. Anyone else posting, I would agree, but not the KKR, Some conversation and some privacy should be given to the players.
Sanjay Rahul. Yes, sir.
Just one sec, Sunil. I want to ask Gautam, how do you feel in the corporate like Bank of Baroda, how the management is supporting you guys and how is it?
Well, you've got to also say who's the coach of Bank of Baroda here.
Obviously, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, he's been protecting us and he's been like very, very encouraging, I must say, even though when we...
Okay, Gautam, 10 seconds. I've traveled with Mr. Rajkumar Sharma. Tell me how difficult or how strict a taskmaster he is, especially when you lose a corporate match by a close margin in the last ball of the match. Tell me what is the worst can happen. Go on. Spill the beans.
No, sir. He sees the effort, if you put in the effort and lose, he doesn't say anything. If the effort is not there, then he'll lose his happiness, He's very, very upfront saying, I need the effort. Win or lose is part of the game. So he's been very honest and very, very gentleman towards our team.
Would you want him to be one of your golf coach as well?
Yes, why not?
Right. Coming back to Mr. Sanjay Rawal. Mr. Sanjay Rawal, we spoke about Mumbai Indians being a private team run by a franchisee. That's all right. But look at them. How can they get things wrong when you have Mark Butcher as the head coach, batting coach Karen Pollard, Arun Kumar as the assistant batting coach, spin Brad Hogg, bowling coach Lasith Malinga, and fielding coach James Pament. I mean, what are they getting wrong? I mean, you are from the cricket development. How can those big names be wrong consistently, matches after matches, and this is just the 10th match or the 11th match?
Bombay Indians second 11 team. This year, if you look at it, their track record in last 5 seasons, they've been, performing well. But if you look at the hindsight of it, Rohit Sharma, he's another one where him, Kishan, and there's the other few as well. And they lined up. It's up to the like a franchise. Franchise, the one who the management who chop and changing, bringing people in. Let them play freely. There's too many chiefs, not enough Indians there.
Absolutely. So, who are you backing today? What does your heart say? You're a Mumbaiker yourself, right?
My heart says today, I think Mumbai will go over the KKR actually.
Right, that's an interesting thing. In Eden Gardens, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, you've played at both the places. Tell me, your team, if you were to back one team today, who's the...
Look, Sunil, I would say Kolkata has got an advantage of playing at the home ground. But I think since Mumbai is playing for their pride and they have got no pressures on themselves, so I think they can play freely, and when a team where it has nothing to lose, they can upset anybody. So I'm also going with Mumbai today.
Absolutely. We'll ask the original Mumbai Samulga, the guy who actually played for Mumbai Indians not long ago. Gautam, who's your favorite team today and why? Are you wearing the jersey by any chance? Or is it the golf t-shirt?
Not today. Actually, yesterday we saw one upset. Today I'm looking forward for another upset. I'm backing Mumbai to do well.
Well, absolutely. We've got an absolute Titinda.
Unfortunately, I have to just go with recent form and what my eyes are telling me. KKR, I think I'm going to go against the experts. I'm taking KKR.
Well, this is always the case in this show where the critics, the analysis, the analysts go against the cricketers, but that's all right. That's what this show is known for. Cricit Predicta, sponsored by 1xBet. Keep watching NewsX. We'll be back after a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere else. I thank my guests.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.